Hello, this is Frank Orlando. There are so many. This is in regards. This is part two of today. A woman suggested that I wasn't. I must be imagining things about being mobbed. It's in my head. A clerk tried to tell me that, and so there's always more details. There's a lot of things that I don't write that happen to me day to day. Bad things. A lot of it is just dealing with people out in the public, stores and convenience stores, just bad side comments, constant harassment to put, settle me constantly. So, but this one, this is the big one that I didn't think of. There's so many things I don't think of, but in 2017, I stayed 5 years in a rooming house from 2012 to 2017. In March of 2017, I'd worked a year with this company. And I go to work on a Friday in March 2017. And at 10 a.m., I tell the manager, that's a manager of the operations inside where the workers are, like a second in command. It's not there's the owners, and then this guy's in charge of the crew, making sure that they do things. He's a guy that does things for the owner. And I just tell him I'm going to go home. And there's no argument because that's the way it's going to happen. And I left the company for good. I went on a drive that morning, Thursday night. I didn't sleep at all. I went out into the woods. I was upset. I started putting things in my car or something. I didn't sleep. I went out into the woods and camped out in Ocala Forest, drove way out there, and then I drive back from Orlando the long way around back to my house. So I was real tired. I go to work, and at 10 a.m., I just decide to go home. And then I have this dream that this propane tank, I got to take it. So it's got fuel. It's a part of a grill. I'm not thinking right. And like it's going to blow up like a bomb or something. I take it, and then I just decide to start packing up and going. And it's crazy. And I start crying. So I drive to my sister's house, and she's not there. A lady's babysitting the kids. And so I had packed up the truck with it's a minivan. And I take off across the country. And I had this crazy dream. As I'm going, Rick Scott is the governor then. And it's raining. And I had this horrible dream that North Korea sent a bomb. And you know that they weren't too well back then. And it hits in the middle of the Gulf or something. And we got a tsunami. So I pull over and sleep and have this tremendous fear that Florida is going to get washed away with this bomb that I don't know. It's a crazy. And so I drive real fast. I wake up and I take off to Texas. And I go to Austin, Texas. I'm living in a parking lot. I'm out of my mind. I'm like hallucinating. It's like I'm drugged. And then I'm staying in a church parking lot as I'm a Methodist. So I'm downtown Austin in a Methodist parking lot right by the Capitol. And I buy a bicycle. And I throw it in the back, and handlebars get caught around, and so the cables are not right. So instead of turning the steering wheel around, the handlebars around, I'm trying to take it apart and put it back to. Finally, I just throw the bike away because my mind is not right. And I mean, it's just evident that I could see what was going on. I'm not well, and it's like I'm drugged. I could have. I go from there to Colorado, Denver, Colorado, I think. And then I go from there down to Albuquerque, New Mexico. And then I drive from there and I sleep in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And then I go to Flagstaff, Arizona. And then the car, something weird happens where in Austin, some kids, they pushed me out of the Methodist church parking lot, and I go to this black church, and somebody lifts up the hood, and they're tampering with my car. When I get to Flagstaff, I go to change my oil, and I see this gob on the nut of the oil pan. And I go inside to buy oil, and then I haven't even drained the oil. All of a sudden, I hear it's like a bearing race. I know the engine's going bad. And I don't know if they poured some stuff in the fucking shop. There's these kids, these gutter punks. There's a trailer park right next to this auto parts store in Flagstaff. And they keep walking, and they're like mad at me, like they got this hate look. And they sabotage my truck, my minivan. So I park it, I go to the Greyhound, I go to the police station in Flagstaff and report it. Somebody tampered with my car. The police don't do anything. The cop comes out, but they didn't take a report or anything. And so I parked the car. These are probably car thieves that did that to me. But I looked and I saw the nut had been covered over with like putty, like a engine, something that covers the nut so you can't take the oil out. And my mind is not, I don't have tools. I'm just not fit to really work on the car. And so then I dropped the car off at an auto shop place, leave the keys by it somewhere, and walk over to the Greyhound bus station. And I take a bus, and I was going to go to Vegas, but I didn't have any contacts, no family contacts. And as I'm going, I'm losing things. Luckily, I had a storage shed for most of my more important stuff that I stored in a thing. But what little I had a little bag of clothes or whatever, I abandoned it there. And I'm just down to my wallet and Bible and a debit card. And I want to say thank you to my sister for putting money, my bank, my money, my tax money into the thing because it helped me. So I get to LA and I'm wearing sweats. And I don't have anything really at this point but my Bible. And I walk around in LA. I witness a skateboarder get hit by a car and another car get in an accident or something terrible happen. And then somebody says the body got thrown out of the car. I'm sleeping on the steps of a Catholic church. Then I walk back to the bus station. I'd left my Bible there that had my ID in it. So luckily it was still there. And Um, so I get a ticket. I'm going to go back to Tampa. And I'm in Hollywood. And I tell this guy, when I'm in Hollywood, I walk up to the Chinese theater. And I heard that there is, and I go, do you have any, like, I'm going to do a movie, you know? Do you have any extra parts to put me in? And I think I weighed 120 pounds, and I'm wearing sweats on a hot summer day in LA. And I'm not off my mind. And because it's cold in Flagstaff, so I think I went in there at Goodwill and got a sweater and whatever. So I'm wearing sweats or something. And so I get in, and there's these guys that are kind of trekking with me, and they kind of creep me out. We hit some type of deer. The bus hits it, and we have to get off. So I get off at this bus station, and I decide I want to lose these guys. They creeped me out. It's like I kept changing buses, and I would see these guys, and they creeped me out. And then, so I changed buses, so I'm going back to Austin to get my stuff, which I have no way of getting it back, but I wanted to get my stuff. I was originally going to go straight back to Tampa. So I get off the bus, and then I'm there for about a day. I'm eating food out of the garbage can at this point. I think I have $3 in the bank on my card, less than that, or maybe $20, I don't know. And I go into this person's yard. I'm sitting on a sofa for about 8 hours in somebody's front yard. And I noticed they have chisels and hammers in the front porch of this. And at the gathering, people talk about it's where you sit on land long enough, you become owners of it. That doesn't exist. This is in the 1800s. They did this thing, squatting. So it's in my head. It gets me thrown in jail. I'm hallucinating. I'm not stealing anything. I'm bringing things back that got taken out. I find a diamond ring in a garbage bag outside of their property getting ready to be thrown out. And eventually the neighbors have enough of me. It's an abandoned house that's going to get torn down and rebuilt. But it still had things in it. A retired couple, one of them passed away and one of them got put in a nursing home or something like that. So it's not being dwelled in. So eventually the police come, and this guy, I hand him the diamond ring and said, will you let me go? Of course not, dude. So somebody was taking things out of that house, and they were going to give it to the garbage man. But I handed it to this guy they were hoping I'd run and beat the crap out of me. But I mean, I had no reason to run. If you don't let me go, then I'm not going to run. This guy's going to slam me to the ground. I mean, I was not myself. Something happened to me. And I did 3 months in jail, and my family helped me get back. I had never had a criminal record. But I felt like I was on acid. But I don't know what acid is. I don't use drugs. I can't explain what happened to me. But I'm telling you, when I did some things that endangered my life. And I want to tell you that I wonder, is it an accident? I wonder if somebody tried to poison me. Okay? That's it.